Hi everyone. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little tutorial about how to make a printable handout a couple of ways on Gemini. So one of the things on Gemini is that there are multiple ways, different types of tools. So if you've tried this and hit dead ends, you're like, well, I can't generate a picture. What are you talking about? I can do that on ChatGPT. Just have to change what tool you're using. So here's to be the create images. I'm going to show you guys Canvas though. So if you had an idea for a handout you wanted to give your students, you could make one on Gemini. And so I want to make a handout for my students on the 7 rooms in Edgar Allan Poe's The Masque of the Red Death. So can you make me a handout in Canvas for Poe's The Masque of the Red Death, showing the symbolism of the 7 rooms. So it's going to make me, and what's nice about Canvas is it gives me a couple options. So it's going to build something that is editable, right? So here, I can edit this, right? If I want to, I didn't like something or I wanted to reword something, I can go in here and delete stuff. I can type new stuff in. This is fully editable, so it's not just take whatever they have. This gives you a backbone that you can work off of. Once you're happy, you can go and you can actually, this is more advanced stuff you can play around with. Not going to show too much about that. But if you go to share and export, you can export, once you're happy with it, you can export it to a Google Doc. And then you can, save it into your Google Drive. You can keep it for later. You can print it, put it on Google Classroom, whatever you want. You can edit it some more here if you want. This is an option for you. Now, another thing you can do is if you're like, yeah, that wasn't quite enough of a handout. I want to build more of a handout. So I could go and ask it, can you make this into a HTML graphic organizer? You can do this with most things on Gemini. You can ask it to make it into a HTML graphic organizer, an HTML handout, something like that. You'll see it's making a whole bunch of code over here, which I don't know how to write code, but it does. So here's a handout, and you're like, ooh, that's I have a black and white printer. That's not going to be good for my black and white printer. Can you redo this so it's better printing on a black and white printer? Now, the thing about this is I can't go and type and change the typing in here. So in Canvas originally, that I could change if I'm just in a Canvas, which I like that. So this is more creating something for me. And then you'll see here it is not editable by me. And it still didn't do it. Great Eben clock. Can you make it a white background and also check the spelling of ebony? So it's working on it here. And now we have that. It also changed the ebony. I can go and I can look it over and I can ask it to make. So the big difference here is like I have to ask it to make the changes. Can you replace the asterisk used for emphasis and simply bold the word instead? Right, so I don't like those little asterisks there. I can have it take those out and replace it with something different. went back to, sometimes it gets a little interesting. I went back to the can you replace, where did let's open this again. It got a little sidetracked. So sometimes this takes a little bit of manipulation. Can you retry that on the HTML file? I'm trying to get rid of these asterisks here. Thinking, and now it has bolded those. So sometimes, again, you got to tweak it a little bit. But once I'm happy, I go to share, and the problem is I can't export to a Google Doc anymore. So what I need to do instead is it's going to copy the code. So I copied the contents, and this is the part that is not super, takes a little bit of figuring out. So that's why I'm sharing it. So if you go down, your computer has what's called Notepad. If you go down and search Notepad, it would give you a notepad. So if I just give you this blank notepad, if I then paste in what I copied, it's all the coding. Now if I go File, Save As, now I name it and I call it Pose 7 Rooms. Now this is the key. .html. If you don't do that, this won't work. So title it .html at the end, whatever your title is, hit save. And then go to your downloads and double click on it, and it will open it up. And here's that worksheet that we made. Now I can go right click or Control P and print, and I can print it. So I can go decide how I want to print it. I got it in portrait here, and I can hit print. And this is what I made. Now, if I want to save it, right, I can go print. This is another little hint. Print, go save as PDF. And now when I hit save, now I have a PDF version I can put in my files, right? So, that was the wrong file. Here it is, PDF. So now I have this handout as a PDF that I can save, so and reuse in the future. So that's a little thing about Gemini. Hope that was helpful.